I really want you to just listen to this one specific quote that I said during my interview with Logan Jungle. I felt like for me growing up, manga was a way of me getting inspiration and sort of like a role model at a time where I didn't have any role models.
Yeah.
Just the idea of having role models in a time where you don't have role models, this was something very, very big where I did model a lot of my own like aspirations of how I wanted to be as a human being from the comics that I was reading, from the manga that I was reading, from the anime that I was watching, from the video games that I was playing. These fictional characters, I specifically talk about Cecil and how like his story of this Final Fantasy IV, but his story of like making mistakes that he didn't necessarily mean to make them. He was just following orders. He didn't know any better. He was kind of going with the status quo and then getting the sort of cleansing himself from that. I don't want to spoil the story too much because I really love the story and I think everyone should experience that story. But the idea of like trying to make right and the idea of atoning for your past sins and discovering potentials that you can be. That was something that I took to heart. I talked about Spider-Man as well, and like with great power comes great responsibility, and what it means to be a person on this earth. Because I think every person has that seed of sort of they can share with other people. But I just wanted to throw this out there. The idea of sometimes you might not have great role models, but it doesn't necessarily matter because we created as human beings, we created these incredible figures that can be role models for basically every for thousands of people. And I understand that in the past they used to have like these fables for kids, right? That they would tell them like, oh, the person, the man, his cow, or something like that. And I feel like nowadays we have much more um, complex and more whole role models that we can connect to, and I think it's really beautiful that I had that in my generation. Like if I was born in my dad's time, Spider-Man didn't exist, Goku didn't exist, Cecil didn't exist. And would I be the person I am here today if it wasn't for that? I don't think so.